Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel. We are at the end of our free day, waiting to get into the dormitory and listen to a nice, hopefully episode of Abandoned Time before getting ready for our next practical exam. Which will also probably mean getting ready for the next study day. So yes, I think it's time we head back in and maybe dry a little bit off because it's been raining quite a while. It's getting dark, so if I go to my room now, I'll be in for the night. Return to the dorm during the evening on a free day ceases the day's activities to end. Any bonding events which have not been triggered will no longer be viewable. Enter the dorm, we're ready.
Welcome back, Master Rean.
Hey there, Sharon.
I hope the sudden shower didn't catch you too unaware. Would you like me to fetch you a dry change of clothes?
Nah, I'll survive. Thanks to your warning this morning, I was able to avoid the worst of the downpour. I'm amazed you were able to tell a storm was coming that far in advance, though.
Chairman Arena takes a lot of business trips, so I'm used to keeping an eye on the weather. Never being caught unawares is just one of the maid's many responsibilities.
I can't really picture any other maids holding themselves to such an unrealistic standard.
She's making the other maids in the world look bad.
I'll let you know when dinner is ready, so just wait in your room until then. I expect the meal will take a little longer to prepare than usual today.
Oh? How come?
Well, with 2 new residents in the dormitory, I thought I might make tonight's dinner a little fancier than usual. A welcoming feast of sorts for them.
Like I said, she's making other maids look bad.
Really? That sounds like a great idea. I'm looking forward to it already. Anything I can help you with for it?
Oh, could you? I'm actually short a few ingredients, so I was just about to step out to buy what I need.
I'd be happy to run to the market for you then. It's still coming down out there. Might as well go back out while I'm still damp, right? Don't worry about me. I don't mind.
Well, if you insist, I'd be happy to take you up on your kind offer.
Rean received a shopping list and some mirror.
Here's a list of everything I'd like you to buy. That should be exactly enough mirror to cover the expense.
Alright. I'll be back soon then.
Take care out there.
Okay, so we've got an extra mission.
Looks like the rain must have stopped while I was inside. It's gotten pretty dark out, too. I'd better get back to the dorm.
Oh, hello.
Misty.
Oh,
You wouldn't happen to be one of the Class 7 students from Thors, would you? Out for a little late-night shopping, are we?
you could say that. But how did you know I'm from Class 7?
You're one of the favorite topics at our radio station, actually. There are plenty of people out there who want to know more about Thor's dashing guys and gals in red.
Oh, you work at the radio station?
Yeah, look at those eyes. You got to be thinking the same thing about my theory about her being the opera singer. Come on, look at those eyes.
I think I've seen you around town a couple times in the early morning.
Oh, really? By the time morning rolls around, I'm usually so out of it. I hope I didn't look like I was about ready to keel over.
No, not at all. Hold on. Your voice sounds so familiar.
Yes, Rean, make the connection. We want that confirmation.
Oh, maybe you know me from the radio? Good evening, everyone. This summer's turning into a real scorcher, isn't it? To beat the heat, we're going to be broadcasting tonight from a park here in Trista. Ring any bells?
Wait. Huh? You're Misty? From Abentime?
With no last name,
Bingo.
just Misty.
You must be quite the avid listener, recognizing my voice so easily. Glad to know I've got a faithful fan out there.
Wow. I never figured I'd meet Misty herself, especially like this. I always make sure to catch up in time. It helps me relax while I'm studying.
Thanks. But it sure is serendipitous, you know? Having a chance encounter like this, just after the rains eased up. Ooh, maybe I should mention this on tonight's show.
Please do. That way Rean will be popular over the entire school. As the envy of every boy.
I'm not sure that I really constitute a noteworthy topic for a radio broadcast. It's kind of weird. I only know her from Abendtime, but she seems just as friendly face to face.
Is something the matter? You're staring at me so intently, I feel a little embarrassed.
Yes, Rean, make those connections.
Well, forgive me if this sounds a little odd, but this isn't actually our first meeting, is it? If I'm not mistaken, we met once before. In a hotel in Heimdall.
Yes, there you go, Rean.
Wow, I can't believe it. I never figured anyone would actually catch on.
Hey, as soon as I saw you walking down those stairs, I knew you were Misty. I just knew it. The eyes, the hair color, definitely.
So you really are her. The Azure Diva herself. Vita Clotilde.
Right you are once again. Honestly, even the people I work with at the radio station don't seem to have noticed, so I'm surprised you could tell.
That makes two of us. I almost didn't say anything because it just seemed too implausible. But if you don't mind me asking, how did a star like you end up working at Radio Trista?
It's just a little something I do for fun on the side. Gotta spice life up a bit, right? The best part is, the people at the Opera House in Heimdall have no idea I come here to do my show every week. So don't go telling anyone, okay? It'll be our secret.
Of course. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm amazed no one else has figured it out, though. It's not like you use a different voice when you're on the radio.
Well, there's a little trick to it. You're not the only one who was surprised, though.
Huh?
I had this feeling I'd seen you before, but I couldn't put my finger on where. But it's you, isn't it?
Okay, now it's turning weird. What do you mean with it's you?
Anyway, I have to get over to the studio now.
Or is she just trying to mess with me, like reciprocating what Rean did to her by mentioning she is Clotilde? Maybe.
Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Abendtime. It'll be a fun one. Promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And give my regards to those two, would you?
Oh, if you told them, they'd be so jealous.
She smells like lavender? The fragrance really suits her. So Vita Clotilde herself has been hosting a radio show in Trista. Even if I told them, I don't think they'd believe me.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hey there, Emma. Did you just get back too?
Yeah, I just returned a short while ago. Were you out shopping?
Yeah, Sharon asked me to go out and pick up a few things for dinner. Though I ended up taking a bit longer than I expected.
Wait, do I smell lavender on you?
Yes, Rean had a secret encounter under the night sky with a lady.
This is perfume, isn't it? How did it get onto you?
Oh, right. I guess I must have soaked up the scent too. She did get pretty close. That's the only thing I can think of.
And Rean, that's how rumors get started.
Rean, I can only hope the reason you ended up taking longer than expected isn't because you were...
Frolicking with the ladies?
Whoa, hold on. You've got the wrong idea, Emma. I just happened to bump into someone I know while I was out. That's all. Nothing scandalous. Nothing I'd be ashamed of.
And still you react like that, Rean.
I never said it was. Though you do seem strangely defensive for a man who has nothing to hide. Huh. I wonder what would happen if Elise and the other girls were to catch wind of this.
Then I'm pretty sure Rean will wake up in the morning tied to the bed, undergoing an interrogation.
I swear, I just ran into someone I know after I left the store. Nothing happened. You just like raking me over the coals, don't you?
Oh, Master Rean, I see you've returned. Were you able to get everything I asked for?
Sure did. Let me bring it over.
Straight away, save me from this miscreant Emma.
Lavender. Huh. No, that's impossible.
She knows her too, but maybe in a different way? Because we do think Emma is some sort of witch, considering the skills she showed us and of course the connection to her cat. Maybe Misty Clotilde is also part of that? That's why she's trying to make that connection with the lavender thing? Yes, Emma, there's so much still to find out about you. So curious. Afterwards, Rean decided to give Sharon a hand with the cooking, and when dinner was ready, everyone sat down to enjoy an especially extravagant meal in celebration of Crow and Milliam joining Class 7. Ooh. Actually, the Imperial Chronicle. There's too much text. I will read it for myself between the episodes. If you want to read it, hit that pause button next to the like button and help yourself. You're more than welcome to. Wait, Sandlot opposite to Sure Longrick Castle? That's Legram, right? For the home of Laura? If it's mentioning here... I think that's gonna be our next field study, isn't it?
So, the West Zemuria Trade Conference is just over a week away now. A building that tall is exactly what you'd expect from an economic powerhouse like Crossbelt 2. It's a big world out there.
Hell yeah. And a big collection of games to involve that, you know what I mean? So yeah. Well, we have done the sky, we're now doing the steel, and Crossbell, don't worry. You're up soon enough.
Still, we've got Milliam and Crow as classmates now. Would have seen that coming. Crow opened up to us right from the start. Though I guess that's just Crow for you. And Milliam's become way more attached to us than I thought she would too.
Well, but for Milliam, it could be a tactic to get more information out of us, because she's definitely here in favor of the Chancellor. We know that. Doesn't mean we should ignore her, just means we gotta keep that in the back of our head.
They were both able to form combat links with us right from day one. I had my concerns about how well they'd mesh with the class, but maybe I was worried for nothing after all.
Good evening. I'm your host, Misty. It's August 18th and we're winding down a busy day here at 9 p.m. I'm here to give you all the cool you need to beat this summer heat.
Hey, looks like I'm not too late to catch this week's Abend time.
Seems like those hot summer days keep coming with no end in sight, doesn't it? But even this heat can't stop the momentum behind the West Zemuria Trade Conference being held in Crossbell later this month. Prince Olivert and Chancellor Osborne will be in attendance for this watershed moment in international business. Personally, I'm more interested in the view from the top of that famous new skyscraper the talks are being held in.
Me too, but we'll get there. We'll see it.
In some news closer to home, you all have probably noticed the summer showers we're getting here in Trista. The rain's let up for now, but it's managed to push that nasty nighttime humidity right off the charts. It's nights like these I wish I could smuggle an ice-cold beer into the studio. And the director is chilling over there, drink in hand, mocking me. But you know what? Forget that guy. Anyway, for all you students out there, your summer vacation's probably wrapping up, so I hope you made the most of it. Wait, I forgot that summer vacation at the Military Academy has already come and gone. Whoops. Still, it's never too late to do something bold that'll keep your memories of this summer burning bright. And what about you, Miss Misty? You're probably asking yourselves, well, you might want to sit down for this one. Because fate had a romantic rendezvous in store for yours truly just on the way to the studio today.
Mention Rean by name. Please do that.
A tryst with a young man in a park after sunset. Droplets of rain clinging to the grass. I'll treasure the memory forever. Or I would, if I hadn't just made it up on the spot. Chalk it up to a dreamer's poetic license, I guess. Still, maybe one day I'll feel the thrilling rush of a summer love. Gotta keep the fire burning.
Wait, is she talking about when I ran into her earlier tonight?
She is. She's talking to you, Rean, and only you will know it.
She's got quite the playful personality. Though somehow that doesn't come as too much of a surprise. It's kind of weird thinking that I just met her on the street a couple hours ago.
Anyway, I have to get over to the studio now. Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Aubin time. It'll be a fun one. Promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And give my regards to those two, would you?
Did you, Rean? Did you mention this to Machias and Elliot?
I didn't really think about it right then, but who was she talking about?
Well, I'm assuming it's Machias and Elliot because they were so fan-struck when they met her in Heimdall. They could also mean Crow and Milliam, but if that's the case, that would make it only weirder, doesn't it? Because how would she know we have 2 new students? Curious. Lunaria Nature Park.
So you've arrived.
Good to see you, boss.
Oh, you're awfully early.
Well met, Comrade V, Comrade S. I see that you finished all your preparations as well.
Smooth as silk. Although you're the one who'll be taking center stage in our next operation without a doubt.
Who'd have thought you'd volunteer to go pound the pavement and crossbow? The Red Constellation are gonna be there. I still think I'm the prime choice for this one.
I disagree. As I can no longer rely on the power of the flute, it makes the most sense for me to go.
Cause is Gideon a liability now? Now he doesn't have the power anymore?
Especially when you consider the very real possibility that we may have to accept a necessary sacrifice for the greater good. That is the best way for us to achieve what we desire.
You're serious?
Ugh. You really are too morose for your own good.
I could say the same of both of you. Why else would you have willingly plunged yourselves into a struggle like this to begin with?
I suppose you're right.
You got us there.
I see you've all gathered.
Comrade C.
Fashionably late, but worth the wait.
That makes it a full house.
I appreciate your gathering, comrades.
Ah, so a full house. They're saying that this is the entire group? I imagine just for now. Because they're about to start something big, ain't they? It's gonna be really interesting when things get started.
The wheels have been set in motion. There is no place for hesitation, no time for looking back. We seek only results.
I couldn't agree more.
No objections here either.
Goes without saying.
That said, I will ask you but once. Comrade G, are you certain this is the path you would walk?
My heart itself beats with the ideals of the Liberation Front. If my life should see its end in Crossbell, so be it.
I do still wonder if the Liberation Front is connected to Ouroboros, because they do seem to have the same ideology so far, and that they're not forcing anything. It must be your choice. which is admirable for a terrorist organization, but yes.
That tyrant must be stopped from creating the vile dystopia he seeks. Dear though the cost may be, if through our efforts we or anyone anywhere succeeds in that aim, we will have our victory.
Very well. May the goddess, or perhaps powers less fair, attend you. When this is over and our victory won, let us toast our success together in the Imperial capital.
Indeed. Farewell, my comrades.
He really is going to sacrifice them for his own ideals.
He doesn't know how to express how he feels, but I understand.
Losing your place in the world for doing what's right, and throwing yourself into the eye of the storm. It ain't something I could do.
Different paths brought each of us here, but the road we travel now is the same. Let us depart, Comrade S, Comrade V. We each have our own part to play in what is to come.
Of course.
Just leave it to us.
Closer and closer the event comes, which I think will mean that that's when everything goes into overdrive. Practical exam? Yes, it is. What will the rules be this time? Alright, it's time for this month's thrilling practical exam. Is everyone ready? Ready as I'm going to be. Anytime. Being first year again, been no sweat until now, but I guess my luck runs out for combat training. And I can't even skip out since they won't let me graduate without it. You do want to actually finish school someday, right? You spend more of class asleep than awake, so you could at least put some effort into the practical exams. Right, I know. Is this the part where we get to fight those things that look like Lemmy, right? I can't wait to jump in. Hey, can we start yet? Can we, please? Would you at least make a token effort to rein in your hyperactive outbursts? It's amazing how much just adding 2 new members can shake things up. I guess I could have you all fight the combat shell, but since we got 2 new challengers this month, how about we try a little something different? Something different? I wonder what strange idea she concocted today. A good instructor gotta keep you guessing, and by now you should be prepared for anything. So, Rean, Crow, Milliam. Yes, instructor. Gotcha. Right here. You're the first team. What? The rest of you will be divided into 2 groups, an all-girls team and an all-boys team. Emma's team will be the team class president. Makias, your team is team vice president. Rean's team will be team whatever. Each team will be facing off against each other in a series of mock battles. Those are the dumbest team names I've ever heard. I can't really disagree, but I don't think the names are the biggest issue here. Quite an interesting split. Hey, wait a minute. Why are the 3 of us in a totally separate team, and why do we have fewer members than them too? Well, by my estimation, these 3 teams are about equal in strength. Both the girls and the boys teams are well balanced in terms of weapons and combat styles represented. And while your team does have fewer members, Crow has a lot of experience and Milliam has Argatlum. So I think that kind of evens out your one-man disadvantage, don't you think? I see. It does actually make sense. At least these team divisions are less contrived than I've come to expect from our field study groups. Although, the part where a certain someone always draws the short straw remains remarkably consistent. Oh? What do you mean? I wonder which poor sucker keeps getting stuck on the hard luck teams. Fine, fine. I'll take the hand I'm dealt with this time. And that's the reason she always gives it to Rean, because he will always accept the challenge. Oh, I like that spunk. Well then, let's get down to business, shall we? The first battle will be between Team Whatever and Team Vice President. Alright, assume your positions, everyone. I don't think I have even considered their orpiment, so maybe a little change up? At least so we have some healing capabilities in our list. Yes, I think. Yeah, I got Tyr and Tyra with that, so this should be fine. We are still rocking our own Master Quartz, so that should be good too. And the equipment was based on just a standard one. You can go back to an ogre. Yes. Alright, let's do it. And there's our fourth member, Lemmy. So we're up against these guys first. No matter what distance we try to attack them from, they have someone capable of countering us. Well, as long as we beat them all, we still win, right? That's the spirit, but don't let your guard down. Yeah, just stay aware of the distance between us and them, and don't miss any openings they leave us. Looks like you're all fired up and ready to start. Alright then, begin.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky. Leave it to me.
Very well.
Meet the following conditions. No one is knocked out during battle. Evade and counter an enemy attack. Well, isn't that up to the game to decide? It's not like we can make it happen. We do have the right accessories in order to facilitate that happening, so let's hope we're lucky, but it does mean that no usage of S-crafts until we get our things in. Maybe. I have to think about that. Because usually we start out with an S-craft just to shift the battle in our advantage.
Alright. Get it?
My turn.
A miss on uses. Really? Alright. Let's see. Yeah, if I use an S-craft, I'm pretty sure I will annihilate the entire group, so let's not. We can't do both, and since he's already frozen, let's put those on those two. Alright, conditions met. Beautifully done.
Second form. Damn. Leave it to me.
Yeah, keep on trying to incapacitate them from fighting. That's all we ever want. Even reflected.
This can't be happening. My turn.
Alright, that's normal attacks. And a seal, yeah. Yeah, we not only annihilated them, we dominated them.
My turn. There.
unscathed? They haven't even touched us. Beautifully done, guys. And that's enough. The match goes to team whatever. It's almost hard to believe this is your first time fighting together. We did it. Not bad. You guys didn't stand a chance. Don't get so full of yourself. Come on now. The three of you certainly don't pull your punches. Hey, you got more than a few good hits in yourself. No, they didn't. They definitely didn't. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't start breaking out the cold drinks yet. There's plenty more action in store. Next up, Team Whatever versus Team Class President. We'll begin after a 5-minute break. Wait, we have to do 2 in a row? Fine by me. Oh boy, we got ourselves a real slave driver here. Alright, get ready. Well, at least we had a chance to catch our breath. But now we're up against the girls. It's safe to say that the biggest threat is Laura and Fee on the front lines. I'm guessing those two are gonna come out swinging, with Alyssa and Emma covering them from the rear. Yeah, probably. We're going to have to hold the line and weather their attacks while we look for an opening to break through. Alright, hope you got your strength back, because it's time for a second beautiful bout. Begin!
Well, shall we begin?
No chance to recover?
Yeah.
Ooh, meet the following condition. No one is knocked out during battle, and cancel an enemy art. Again, cancelling an enemy art, we need them to do something like that, so let's see if we can make it happen.
Here we go. All right, let's do this. What's your thing?
Yes, sir. Get him!
Yeah, once we take out Fee and Laura, we can just defend ourselves until Emma starts casting something.
Let's go. Ha! Thank you very much.
Alright, but they do need to cast something
Now.
that we can negate.
Go. Second form. Gale.
Here I go.
Let's see, what do they still have? Well, those two are still out of the running. So let's take care of the only
My turn.
thing. Yeah, she get killed by herself.
Eat lead.
Ooh, she's still there.
My
Good.
turn.
Do you have impede? He does not. That's annoying.
My turn.
Do you? Yes, we can buster arm her.
Get him! I was wrong enough. Careless.
Alright.
Now.
Did we cancel it right? Yeah, we did.
My turn. Leave it to me.
Do we want to wait a little bit?
Here I go.
Yeah, we're just
My turn.
blocking her path.
Go. All right, let's do this. What's your thing?
Hear me.
Really?
My turn.
Just because I don't know for certain if we canceled that. I think we did, but I want to make sure.
My turn.
No.
All right.
Same thing.
My turn.
Wait for it.
My turn.
Thank you. Now we definitely
There.
will impede this.
My turn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Like I said, probably unnecessary, but I wanted to make sure. Because I failed to see the condition met icon. That's enough. And it looks like victory for the stalwart team whatever. I'm impressed. At this rate you're going to be nipping at my heels before long. I can't believe we lost. We fell just short of victory. You all fought admirably. What a shame. It was a close one though. It really wasn't. Phew, these class 7 gals would just straight take you out before they take you out for a night on town, huh? Well done, Milliam. You too, Emma. I'd make team whatever go a third round, but there's no one else to fight. So I guess they get to rest. We'll review your performance later, but in the meantime, we've got Team Class President and Team Vice President going head to head. Both teams, step forward. AP increased by 5. Thank you very much. Well, looks like that about wraps it up. That final fight was a real thriller from start to finish too. It was certainly a good fight, but who would have thought that they take advantage of such a tiny opening like that to overwhelm us? Well, that's Laura and Fee for you, I guess. I imagine that where combat is concerned, they would handily best most of our second years. To swing a sword is one thing, but we were relying on Alyssa and Emma to keep up the pressure. Yep, wouldn't have been nearly as effective without them. I'm glad you think so. Still, it's safe to say that everyone fought pretty well. I had this funny feeling that Rean's team would come out on top though. Winning both of your matches with the new team is pretty impressive. I feel like I was riding on Crow and Milliam's efforts though. Nah, don't sell yourself short, you're pretty strong. Yeah, and you're tougher than you look too. Ah, I see your practical exam are unconventional as ever. Yeah, you would expect that, considering all the talk those two had between each other for the next field study. Oh. Instructor Neidhart? Oh, I was under the impression that having back-to-back battles with uneven odds was on par for a course in actual warfare. And don't think leaning to fight effectively against cunning opponent with team tactic is important for any soldier? Well, that is certainly true. What brings you here, Instructor Neidhart? Please tell me this isn't part where we have to fight both of the instructors at once. Ooh, of course not. And just that, like last month's field study in the capital, your upcoming field study is also a bit unusual. Instructor Neidhart here has been involved in making the arrangement, which is why I asked him to come. What do you mean by unusual? That sounds like a bit ominous. Well, we just about wrapped things up anyway, so let's move on to announcing your next field study locations. Will I be right? Is it Legram? Yeah, it is. And of course with Laura, which you would expect going there. And they are going to the Jurai Special Economic Zone. Alright. Well, Legram is Laura's hometown, right? It is. It's a lakeside town in the south of Cruzan province, blanketed by the thick fog of much of the year. As a castle town dating back to the Middle Ages, it has more than its fair share of local legends and tall tales. It sounds like quite a historical hotspot. it gone home for summer vacation, I would have returned to Trista only to turn around and head right back home again. I guess that's true. So what about this Jurai Special Economic Zone? I'm pretty sure that's the city up on the far northwestern coast of the Empire. They used to be independent, but the Imperial government runs the show there now. Oh, there it is. I think Rams annexed it about 8 years ago. Millium? I'm guessing the Rams he's referring to is... yeah, probably Blood Iron himself, the Chancellor. Honestly, do you even think about the words coming out of your mouth? Why? It's not like it bothers me. Both locations seems worth checking out, though that final line makes me curious. None of our other field studies instructions had anything like that. After 2 days, reassemble at the designated location. True, usually wherever we go, that's where we stay for the duration of the field study. Care to shed a little light on that, instructor? I could, but I wouldn't want Instructor Neidhart to feel left out, so I'll let him do the honors. As you wish. After completing your assigned task in your respective areas, you'll be boarding a train bound for the rendezvous point. The point is a notable military installation in the southeast of the Empire, Garalia Fortress. Where we started the game with the cannons, isn't it? So it's happening. Garalia Fortress? That's the giant base on the border facing the Republic. So, after we finished our regular field study, we're going to be whisked away to a major military base? As part of your field study, of course. I'll be joining you there to serve as your military liaison for the duration of your visit. Naturally, you'll all be given a series of assignments specific to that location. Oh wow, that sounds so much fun! I very much doubt that's the intent. Sounds like I'm going to be put through the ringer on my very first field study. Something wrong? Oh nah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I imagine his father is stationed there. That's probably what he's thinking. Well, I'm looking forward to another installment of your action-packed field study reports. But, just so you know, I'm planning on joining you at Garalia Fortress too. I'm not gonna let the big bad army man push my adorable little students around. I have no intention of asking anything unreasonable of them, nothing that deviates from their curriculum. Unlike a certain other instructor whose name we shan't not mention. Is it even safe to keep these two in the same room together? Probably not.
Your rank's gone up.
Thank you very much.
Here's a little something from the Academy.
A Skanda gem. Ooh.
You did really well, Rean.
Thank you, Toa. Appreciate it. Field study day. Yes, you know what that means. We got to prep for it. And Fee is hanging out with Celine. Pretty good.
Oh, right. We're heading out on our field study today. I don't need to get up just yet, but I guess it wouldn't hurt. Or I could just give in and go back to sleep. I'm still feeling kind of beat after training last night.
Why do I get the feeling like we're gonna get an anime moment right now? Like maybe Milliam is underneath our sheets? I don't know why, because it's the first time on the preparation for a field study that we get a scene that he's in bed, being all sleepy and such. I wouldn't be surprised.
Huh?
Or something a little bit different.
Wakey wakey! Come on, Rean, it's time to rise and shine! We're gonna miss the train!
Stop that! That's not very ladylike. Oh, right in the gut.
I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time! How much money do I get to spend on sweets and stuff? Oh, do bananas count as snacks?
No, they don't! Just get off me. Please.
Well, a little bit different than what I expected, but the same vibe, definitely.
Ah, there you are.
Good morning, Rean.
Seems you had quite the rude awakening this morning.
Yeah, Coffee only wishes it was that effective. She must have really been looking forward to this trip.
Certainly seems so.
She holds her own in class, to be sure. But at times like these, she seems like any other kid her age.
I'm looking forward to finally getting the chance to visit Laura's hometown.
I've heard that Legram is known for both its many legends and for the mist that hangs over the town for much of the year.
I don't know which stories you've heard, but most of them have been exaggerated in the retelling over time. It certainly doesn't lack for scenic beauty, though. I was hoping I'd have the opportunity to invite you to see it. Though I wish Elisa, Fee, and the others in Group B could have come with us.
Me too. I hope they enjoy their trip. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Uses.
I think she gave him the same treatment as Rean.
Good heavens.
Ugh, can someone do something about this child? She's out of control.
Okay, looks like everybody's here. Let's go, go, go!
All rare quartz and accessories have been unequipped from the other group's members. Yes, they certainly did. So we need to set up our party in the meanwhile with the quartz, but I think it will probably only be a slight change. Because most of the people were there when we went to the old schoolhouse, so we should be fine. I think it's only going to be Emma and Justus. So, for now, we're going to leave it here. Next time, we're going to prepare for our field study, meaning we're going to check out what that shiny light is on the, let's say, postal thing behind us. See, maybe we get an extra task before we head out. And of course, we're going to talk to everyone in town before we step onto the train, like we always do. But that's going to be next time. Until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we go on a field study with Liam. It's gonna be interesting. See you then. Bye bye.